Good evening, and welcome to WMLT News. I'm Arden Hamrick.
And I'm Rachel Lucas.
This semester, Concord University hosted its first annual walk for cystic fibrosis. This walk is something they hope to hold every year, hoping to raise money for those who suffer from this disease. Rachel Shelton has more.
30,000 children and adults in the United States suffer from cystic fibrosis. Because of this disease, those who suffer from it live with chronic lung problems, and it can even lead to an early death. Concord University is doing its part to help find a cure with their annual 5K cystic fibrosis walk.
We decided to do the walk to raise, first and foremost, awareness about cystic fibrosis because it's not something that gets a lot of recognition, especially around here. And we wanted to raise funds to support the research in finding a possible cure.
This year, Concord's 5K Cystic Fibrosis Walk has helped raise $200 that will go towards helping find a cure for this debilitating disease. The money that was raised will help fund several different research projects for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
Cystic fibrosis, as of yet, there's no cure for cystic fibrosis, but there are, as of 2008, 30 different treatments and possibilities of a cure. So we felt it was important to do this walk to help raise money for that research. So hopefully one day, one of those treatments will turn into a cure for cystic fibrosis.
Most people who have cystic fibrosis are diagnosed before the age of 2 and require lifelong medical attention and treatment. Thanks to events like the 5K Cystic Fibrosis Walk, treatments are more readily available to those who need it. For WMLT, I'm Rachel Shelton.
Rather than have everyone's Concord ID photo in the yearbook class is offering to take everyone's photo free of charge. Come get your photo taken on the subway stage from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Monday, October 19th through Friday, October 23rd. Individual and group shots will be taken, so bring your organization for their yearbook photograph.
As homecoming week is at its peak here at Concord University, Concord is hosting a number of different events on campus every day. Wednesday, October 14th, is Favorite Sports Team Day. The annual picnic and inflatables will be held in the Valley starting at 4 p.m. The homecoming t-shirt giveaway will be at the subway stage from 4 to 6 p.m. Thursday, October 15th is Favorite Color Day, and the homecoming parade on Vermilion Street is scheduled for 6 p.m., followed by homecoming bonfire in the Valley. Concord is also hosting a homecoming dance in the Student Center Ballroom that night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. On Friday, October 16th, all the 2009 homecoming candidates will have the chance to compete in lip sync, beginning at 9 p.m. at the Carter Center main gym. On Saturday, tailgating for the 4 p.m. football game versus Seton Hill will start at 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. Don't forget to support Concord football team by wearing maroon and gray.
As fall presses on every year, the people of Beckley, West Virginia have a few things to look forward to, one of which is Chili Night. Arden Hamrick has more.
We are the best chili!
The 19th annual Chili Night kicked off this past Saturday in Uptown Beckley. The crowd was thick before festivities began, and the excitement was on everyone's face.
This is my first year working, second year coming. I came when I was a teenager and absolutely loved it. And it's gotten bigger and better now that we have more music, better food, and more fun. Everybody should come and enjoy it.
While the chili's great, that's not all that Chili Night has to offer.
We have 45 chili participants this year, plus 25 other booths, 3 stages of entertainment, carnival rides, a lot of fun for everyone.
All in all, Chili Night was a great success with over 40 competitors in the festival.
This is by far our biggest event of the year, and it draws the most people, but it's also our largest fundraiser of the year. So the money we make off of this helps us fund different events throughout the whole year.
Eckley Orthodontal and Beckley Fire Department took first place with the best tasting spicy chili. With enough chili, trophies, and door prizes so that everybody went home happy and full. Chili Night is becoming a great part of fall in southern West Virginia, and we look forward to Chili Night next year. Arden Hamrick, WMLT News, Beckley. Concord University has many activities to offer their students. One of the most recent activities features Nintendo Wii Sports. Kelly Connors has more.
I'm here outside the game room at Concord University, where the Wii Sports Intramural Tournament took place last Thursday. What inspired you to do the tournament tonight?
Actually, we're trying to promote the Wii. The game room just acquired it over the summer.
Is this the first Wii tournament that they've ever done?
Yeah, it's the first one of the Wii tournaments. We've had many tournaments beforehand, but this is the first one I've seen.
This brought up the question, can a video game be considered a sport?
I guess you have to define between like two different types of video games. Like you have the video games where you're actually moving and like the motion sensors on the screen are reflecting what you're doing. Now I consider that a sport.
Whether it is a sport or not, this tournament came with some prizes.
The first place prize was a $25 gift card for Outback, and the second place prize was a $10 card for iTunes.
Even though there were prizes, not everyone was a fan of the game.
Nobody likes Wii boxing, Cara Marie. Everybody likes either Wii tennis, Wii baseball, or if you're not good at it, Wii bowling.
All in all, it was a very fun evening.
It actually went better than I thought it would because I didn't get a chance to hang up signs and actually promote, but we had a decent number down here.
So I'm standing here with the first, second, and third place winners of the Wii boxing tournament. How does it feel to win the boxing tournament?
Well, I'll tell you here, it feels a great deal to me. 8-0. It took a lot, but I feel great. Yeah.
For more information about game room activities, just look around campus for posters. This is Kelly Connors with WMLT News.
For some more news from Campus Beautiful, here's Alicia Evans with the Concord Minute.
Thanks, guys. The Student Activities Committee at Concord went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina for the National Association for Campus Activities South Regional Conference in order to establish entertainment at Concord throughout the year. At this conference, there are many people performing in order to be booked at different colleges and universities. Among those people are singers, comedians, speakers, magicians, and much more. Concord's SAC booked 3 acts for this year and next year, while adding the entertainment schedule as the semester progresses. And it's that time of year again for 2009 Professor of the Year nominations. All colleges and universities have received the forms, but you may also vote online at wvhumanities.org. If sending in your form by mail, it must be postmarked by November 6th of 2009. In order for a professor to win, there must be many nominations for them, explaining their dedication and creativity in the classroom. The professor who wins will receive $10,000 cash award, along with a handmade trophy. And that's all for your Concord Minute. Back to you guys.
Stay tuned for information on Colin Moulton, the first comedian to perform on campus this school year.
And the sports news with Jamie Lee.
Hang tight, WMLT News will be back right after the break.
Welcome back to WMLT News, and now with sports, we'll send it over to Jamie Lee Reichert.
Thanks, guys. Concord's Mountain Lions football team is 4 for 2. The Mountain Lions lost in a close game to Shepherd University on the 6th, 31-34. Concord University's men's soccer team has been going through a losing streak, making Saturday's game their 9th loss of the season out of 13 games so far. Their next game is at home on the 18th against Wheeling Jesuit at 1 o'clock. The women's soccer team lost their game on Monday as well. The score was 1-1 going in double overtime, and then at 5 minutes left, West Virginia Wesleyans scored to win the game. The women's soccer team is now 8-5. Our cross-country team has risen to the top. Concord finished 5th out of 33 teams in the University Blue Division at the Greater Louisville Classic, Saturday the 6th in Louisville, Kentucky. All 5 Mountain Lion runners finished in the top 70 out of 331 runner field. For more information on Concord sports, go to cumountainlions.com. Marshall and WVU also seem to be improving this season, making Marshall 4-2 and WVU 4-1. That's all for sports. Back to you all at the desk.
Comedian Colin Moulton paid a visit to Subway Sides Monday night to help rid students of this week's midterm stress. The animal-loving comic from California has a unique sense of humor and made a good impression as the first comedian to perform on campus this school year. He kept students and faculty laughing throughout the entire performance with his interactive personality, and he seemed to enjoy the show as much as everyone else.
I started comedy because I saw Steve Martin at a college in Madison, Wisconsin, and I thought I want to do that. That was a long time ago. When I was 7 years old, I saw Steve Martin on stage at a college that my mother worked at, and it made me want to do comedy. And so it took me a long time to start doing it, but eventually I started, and then now I've been a comic for 12 years.
As part of the homecoming activities sponsored this week, Monday night was casino night here at Concord. Tables at subway sides were packed full of students while others stood in line waiting on their chance to play. Some of the casino games included Texas Hold'em, blackjack, and craps. The event was a huge success, and several students left with great prizes. It was definitely an upbeat start to homecoming week, and we were able to get the opinion of one of the enthusiastic participants of casino night.
Everything I go to play is full. I'm really waiting on a spot to open up on Hold'em, though. Yeah, if I get a spot at the Hold'em tables, they're not going to last long against me. I know that.
The number of confirmed swine flu cases in the U.S. jumped Monday to 286 cases in 36 states. Although the flu is not as severe as once thought, it is still a serious illness that is continuing to spread. Those who may be sick are urged to stay home, away from public places. Health officials recommend washing hands at least 10 times a day, as well as getting the swine flu vaccine.
Although coal has been a major income source for a lot of West Virginians, there are other ways for the state to make money and preserve the environment at the same time. Marilee McCullough has found a new source of revenue, which is environmentally friendly and fun.
At Treetop Canopy Tours, they're taking things to new heights. You're going to want to hold on to your harnesses. It's going to be a wild ride.
Whenever you're going down the zip line, it's like you can feel all the wind and you can see the creek. It's like a giant S shape. It's really pretty. On the 7th one, if you go fast enough and put your feet down, it'll take your shoe.
For more details, I spoke with the Canopy Tour manager, Bud France.
A canopy tour is a series of a combination of zip lines and sky bridges. In our case, we have 10 zip lines. We have a couple hikes during the course of the tour itself. And what it's an attempt to do is go from treetop to show people an entirely new and different way to see the forest from the top looking down instead of the bottom looking up. A nice combination of a really beautiful creek that we're going along, for one thing. It has some nice long zips in it. You get some good speed going.
Depending on your size and technique, you can get up to speeds in the 30s.
It's just a new and exciting thing that West Virginia hasn't seen before. It's a lot of fun just zipping from treetop to treetop.
As for the impact on the environment, the damage to the trees is minimal.
You only have to impact the tree, the initial one time, and then the platform can stay in the tree for, many, many years without having to replace it.
It's in our best interest, of course, not to damage the trees and not to kill the trees, and so we're doing everything we can to keep them going.
From the treetops of Fayetteville, West Virginia, I'm Marilee McCullough, WMLT News.
Thank you for joining us again. I'm Rachel Lucas.
And for everyone here at WMLT News, I'm Arden Hamrick. We'll see you later.